Fabulous Friday morning to all. It's Paul Walton with Cherry Creek Mortgage Company Mortgage Market Insight. Let's take a quick gander to what's actually happening and driving the markets this morning. Look at this beautiful jump up. Here was trading yesterday. We opened at 102.84 and then we closed down at 102.75, losing a little bit of ground, but still a nice pop up from Wednesday. And then we jumped to this morning. We opened at 103.25. Huge jump up. This is awesome. However, bonds don't like huge jumps like this, so it's going to look to cover the spread between 102.25 and then pretty much a little around 103 at some point, and that could be next week. So take advantage of these great rates. Number one, let's take a quick look to trading and how that looks so far this morning. Our opening at 103.25. Repriced for the better at about 735, meaning lower rates, and then we're cruising sideways at about 103.50. Lock it up, and lock it up again. And that is my advice. If you go to the 3-month view, you can see this where trading has actually been, and we've been up in here, but it's been kind of rare. So we've stayed up in here maybe about a week and a half, 2 weeks, and then dropped down and then bounced back up a little bit. So again, definitely take advantage of what's there today. In terms of morning economic news and what is driving the markets, non-farm payrolls only added 120K jobs. Expectations were at 207. The last read was at 240, so it's a huge drop down. We'll take a look at that. And then the unemployment rate stayed at or dropped to 8.2 from 8.3% also. Investors at this point in time are looking for pressure from the poor jobs and then obviously housing to kick off a QE3, because that's what caused the sell-off on Wednesday. In terms of payrolls added, you can see where we have been this year. Last read at 227, and then on the 3rd it was actually pretty high too. And this was back in '09 when everything was south, and then again in the latter part of 2010, August, from July through October, before it was kind of meager. So we need to maintain this. We don't want to go back to in this vein in here, because that's obviously adding very little. So on that note, have a fabulous weekend, a great Easter, and I will be back to you next week.